Hello VC and anyone else watching this. It's time for another thrift store finds video, but this one's gonna be a little bit different, and about halfway through you'll see I'm going to show some things that I've never shown before because I don't really buy them, and this is the vinyl community. That's a little hint. I only found one album and a bunch more 45s, and I've got an interesting story about that. To get started, before I do, how y'all doing? Hope you're all well and doing fine. I've got about 5 inches of snow outside, and it's April 4th, and that's really sort of teeing me off. But anyway, I'm great. I hope you guys are great. A couple of months ago, I showed an album by a country guy called Dale Watson, and it was this album right here. And I'm showing this for a reason, because the one album I bought isn't by Dale Watson. It's by Gene Watson. Now, look at these two men. Here, I'll just do this. And I'm playing this in the background, like, these two men are not related at all. Which I find absolutely incredible because they look so much alike. And I'm playing this in the background and they sound a lot alike. So, I'm confused by this. This is on Capitol Records. It's from 1979. It is a country album. And I mainly bought it because he looks so much like Gene Watson. Anyway, if anybody knows anything about Gene Watson, let me know. Anyway, that's the one album I bought. I go to 2 thrift stores, and one is in the town over, and they haven't had anything for a long time. They had a ton of 45s, and they get 5 for $1. And there was these 2 kids who weren't very smart at all, going through them before me, and they bought 80 to 90% of them. But they didn't know anything. I mean, and I'm listening to them, and like to fix records, one kid said they make a scratch remover. Another kid, or the same kid, uses 100% alcohol to clean his records. I'm listening to him and I'm cringing, and one guy's explaining to the other guy this and this and this, explaining to him who the Beatles were, but he didn't know about George Harrison. And he didn't know that Paul McCartney had Wings. So they bought everything Beatle related, unless it was just Wings or George Harrison. They bought Rolling Stones picture sleeves, Pink Floyd picture sleeves. There was some really good stuff there, and I got very little of it. But you'll see by what was left that and I so wanted to get in there and educate them, but I'm like, I'm going to be there all day. They were just those kinds of kids you just knew that you're not going to get away from them ever. And then I had to sit there the whole time and watch them take all the stuff I wanted, and it was breaking my heart. Although, I'm hoping that they enjoy it at least, and because they did get some really good stuff. Anyway, here's what I got. Start off with Spanish Flea by Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass. These are all in really nice shape, too, which is why I went for them. And a whiter shade of pale, backed with Conquistador by Procol Harum. See, they passed this up, which is a little scary considering some of the things they did buy. Goodbye Stranger by Supertramp and a picture sleeve. I've never seen this picture sleeve before. Not a huge Supertramp fan, but I do like that song, and this is a really cool sleeve. There's the back. So they passed this up. I did see him get a couple of other Supertramp songs in picture sleeves, so I was confused. Bob Seger, You'll Accompany Me. The only reason I bought this really is picture sleeve and 5 for $1. I might even already have that, but again, minty. I have this, of course, but George Harrison all those years ago, 5 for $1. I'm always going to pick this up. I'll get 100 copies of this. They didn't know about George Harrison. There might be another George Harrison in here. I don't know. How about SOS, one of their earlier singles on Atlantic in America? They were on Polar everywhere else. Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing. Do not have this 45, believe it or not. It has a nice little red spindle adapter in it. Back with Southbound Train. The Who, Pinball Wizard. They passed that up. Dogs Bark Part 2. Again, really nice shape on all of these. Except for this one. I think. Oh, it's not terrible. Elvis Presley, Bossa Nova Baby. I just pick up Elvis singles when I see them and they're not trashed. They had the Christmas EP, but that was too trash to pick up, and that was unfortunate. There's another George Harrison, Blow Away. Back with Soft Hearted Hannah. With a little luck, Paul McCartney in Wings, but it just says Wings, so they didn't know it was Paul McCartney. Back with Backwards Traveler, Cufflink. And it's original black sleeve, which is kind of cool. Cheap Trick, Everything Works If You Let It. A song that was never on one of their albums. I really like that song a lot. Back with Way of the World, which I think is from Dream Police. Wings, Live and Let Die. Back with I Lie Around. Again, they did not know. Wings. Cracks me up. Bob Seger, Hollywood Nights. Again, it was $5 for $1, so I picked it up. Back with Brave Strangers. Betty Everett, the Shoop Shoop song, It's in His Kiss. Back with Hands Off on BJ. I'd say this guy was a DJ that had these. That was my guess. The Drifters, If You Come Back, and Rat Race. Paul McCartney and Wings again, Soily. Maybe I'm Amazed, of course, the A-side, the live version. And last but not least, which made me pretty sure that these guys didn't know much, was Jimi Hendrix, Gypsy. This is a single that came with the Greatest Hits Volume 2. Actually, it's Gloria, excuse me. Gloria on both sides. And this made me think these guys really don't know a whole lot. To not pick this up, $5 for $1. That's it from our 45s. Now I'm going to show some CDs. I know it's the vinyl community, but my other Goodwill has had no vinyl, and they got in at least 500 CDs, maybe 1,000. All but one was priced at $1.99, and I'm sure the DJ had these. And I'm just going to show them real quick, because I got some interesting, cool stuff. Some of it fairly recent, which, I don't know, I rarely buy CDs anymore. And this was weird, because this was only 99 cents. And if anybody knows anything about this, Ray Charles, This has to be from his days as a Pepsi spokesman. It's a 2 CD set on David Geffen Records, DCC. And, I don't know, it's his Atlantic stuff. I don't know how it got on DCC. I don't know anything about this, but it was only 99 cents, and I couldn't just let it sit there for 99 cents. The Byrds, live at the Fillmore, February 1969. John Mayall and the Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton. Told you it was some pretty good stuff. Bob Dylan, Under the Red Sky. This album is okay. I do not love it. This is one of his better later albums, I think. No Mercy. Old Mercy, excuse me. Bob Dylan. This has one of my favorite later songs on it that I can never think of the name of. Terrible. Most of the Time. Love that song. There's a great acoustic version of that too on his Bootleg Series Volume 8. 5 Live Yardbirds. It's on Leisure Records, but there's also the singles on it as well. Again, for $1.99 I picked it up. Flaming Lips, Embryonic. The Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Elvis Costello, My Flame is Blue. This is his classical stuff. 2 CD set, I believe. It is. And Best of Elvis Costello on Ryko. The Bird and the Bees. Actually, just the bee. The Libertine, Boys in the Band. The two, one CD, one DVD version. I actually have this CD, but I do not have the DVD. So I'll pick that up. Wilco, the Wilco album. And Wilco, Whole Love. Neil Young, Harvest Moon. Pixies. Belle and Sebastian, Dear Catastrophe Waitress. U2, 18 singles. This has 2 songs on it you can't get anywhere else. So $2 I grabbed it. Morrissey, Years of Refusal. Pixies, Doolittle. Remastered version, by the way. As was the other one. Nick Drake, Pink Moon. Again, the remastered version. I have this, but I don't have the remastered one. So, on Island. And last but not least, Sleater Kinney, The Woods. So all my thrift store finds, it's still a bit dry as far as albums go, for sure. If I'd have gotten there an hour earlier, I would have had a ton of 45s to show you. But I went to the CD one first, and I grabbed all those CDs. So there you go. Anyway, I won't even be getting to a thrift store this week because I'm not off any days except today, and it was just so snowy that I didn't go anywhere. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well. I got a bunch of new subscribers. Thank you all for that. I'm actually caught up on commenting on my videos pretty much, which is an amazing thing. So thank you for your patience with that. I've been watching a ton of videos too the last couple of days. Leaving comments on most of them. I've subscribed to a few new people. And again, thanks for watching. Check out my podcast, snapcracklepop.podomatic.com. And take care. I'll see you later.